So we are back. This is part 3. Today's session is a little longer than usual, but that's okay. I would like to do one more problem from your book, and you should be able to do some of them. I will be spending a little more time next class. So let's try something that looks a little different. Let's try 47. Same kind of a problem, very similar problem, but the language throws people off a little bit. I know that. So this time sine is given, 5 over 13. And they're saying theta is between 90 and 180. Theta could be here or here. It could also be here in the third quadrant, okay? Let me double check. Yeah. So no. So guys, let's not do it. Theta between 90 and 180 is still in the third quadrant. Second quadrant. So let's do another one. This is very similar to the one we did, okay? So again, they could have said theta is in the second quadrant. They didn't. They're saying theta is between 90 and 180, which is the second quadrant. So let's find something that's a little different, okay? You can always choose a problem. Let's do this one. This one looks weird enough. Let's choose 50. You really want to know where theta is. All right, so theta is between pi and 1.5 pi. That's going to drop theta here in the third quadrant. They could have said that. Theta is in the third quadrant. They're thinking it'll be too easy. So they're saying the same thing in a different way. Okay, so let's draw our picture. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. All right, now same kind of a deal. I am going to use the trig identity. The first trig identity. I'm going to replace sine squared theta with the value negative 2/3 squared All right. I have to solve for cosine theta. And negative 2/3, when you square a negative number, you can pretty much ignore the negative sign because negative times negative is positive, and this will be 4, and the bottom will be 9. Yeah. Now you're going to subtract 4 nines from both sides as follows. Let me put this guy here. I need the room. Okay, and then I'll do the thing. I'm going to subtract 4 nines from both sides. Let me see if Desmos allows me to subtract. Now, I know this is going to be 5 nines, okay? Now, I know some students don't like to do fractions in their heads, but it's going to be 5 nines. Let me see if my Desmos does that, okay? May 1 minus 4 nines. No, it doesn't, but that's fine. Oh, it might. Okay, if you click this, it'll do it 5 times. So that's good enough. You can do it the old-fashioned way. 9 instead of 1, you write 9 over 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. So I'm going to just say 5 times. All right. Now, to find the square root, to find the value of cosine theta, what would you do? You have to take the square root. And don't forget your plus minus. I'm going to say EM. EM means plus minus. All right. I know how to do it. I don't remember the shortcut, but I'll learn. Well, let me just do it this way. Let me just do it this way. I'll figure it out how to type it, but I don't remember it now. I don't want to waste your time. That's good enough for today. All right, guys. Now, in this quadrant, the cosine value will be positive or negative. That's where this fact, theta between pi and 3 pi over 2, comes in very handy. In the third quadrant, just like the first quadrant, the cosine value is negative. So I don't need plus minus now. I just want to do negative. Now you might say, oh, I'm just going to guess. One of them will be right. Well, you will be wrong half the time if you just guess. So don't guess. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 5 is square root of 5. And this is negative. All right. Now I have cosine, I have sine. I have the signs right. I'm ready to answer all the rest of the questions. And I'm going to delete these guys. This is important. I'm going to save it here. All right. Cosine is this. I found it. Sine was given. I have to write it down because I want to use sine to find cosecant. And the cosecant theta is going to be, this is negative 2/3. It's coming from the question. I didn't do anything. It's going to be reciprocal, so negative 3 over 2. And I like to write cosine in the bottom, sine on top. Then when you do tan, you can just cancel. And cosecant is going to be secant theta is equal to negative 3 over square root of 5. All right, guys. Now I have to find tan. Remember, tan is sine over cosine. This will cancel. This will cancel. 2 over square root of 5 is your tangent. Sorry. Not a problem. We'll fix it. All right. So tan theta is what, guys? If you know sine theta and cosine theta, you just divide sine theta by cosine theta, and you're going to get your tan theta. All right. If I know tangent, I can find cotangent by finding the reciprocal of tangent. Just let me make sure I keep the signs all right. And I will check my answer right away. So this was 50. Here is my 50, 50, 50. So what did we get here? Let's bring this guy here. Cut it.
He screwed something up.
Are you talking to me? Did I mess something up? All right. Maybe it was an accident. Let me find out. So what did we get? Minus square root of 5 over 3. That's what we got for cosine. Let's get rid of the pink stuff. So cosine is correct. So tangent, sine is given. I don't have to worry. Tangent is, all right. So I'll tell you what they did here. I'll tell you the answer looks a little different. Okay. I'll fix it. It's not an error. Secant is square root of 5. Okay. So guys, so I got the right
So what
answer.
did they just like rationalize it?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'll show you how to rationalize it. Okay. So guys, that's an important point. If you were to do this in class, I'll of course give you full credit if you wrote it like this, but let's just rationalize it because you're going to take the exam online. Okay. So again, whenever you see a denominator with a radical sign, we tend not to like it. So this is good. There's nothing wrong with this. So this, I'm going to multiply top and bottom by square root of 5. And let's do it right here. So the top, if I multiply the top by square root of 5, I'll get 3 times square root of 5. And when the bottom is multiplied by square root of 5, 5 square root times 5 square root of 5 times square root of 5 is simply 5. That's how they're writing it. And you want to learn that too. Okay. I'll try to remember it. I'll try to rationalize it. So my cotangent is fine. I have to kind of so-called fix my tangent. I'm going to multiply the top by square root of 5. And I'm going to multiply the bottom by square root of 5. That's going to give me 5. This is 2. You'll be able to see the whole thing. All right, so now we have it in the exact right format. Let me double check again. Cosecant is 3 over 2 minus, right? Secant is 3 square root of 5 over 5. That's also right. And cotangent is, of course, that's the easy one. You don't have to rationalize the denominator. 2 times square root of 5 over 5, we are good. So here we have it, guys. Here we have it. I know today's session was a little longer than usual, and we didn't wrap up everything. I will do some more problems from the future sections. So any questions from anyone? I'll be happy to take general questions about the course, about the exam, anything. I won't be able to access your exam and see it. It's a privacy thing, and we are recording everything. You can ask me any kind of questions. I'll be happy to answer, ideally from this section. But if you have any generic questions and everything, that's fine. Not a bad time. We're not going to do any more problems today. That's all I'm trying to say. So guys, as usual,